The method I've just done of joining as you go linked the square to be finished or to be joined. I linked it by working a slip stitch into some of the chains, and as you can see, it's taken the chain out on the completed square, but it's created a chain on the joining as you go square, and that was working through the chain and over the top. This method is going to be slightly different, more or less, working into the same stitches. I'm going to work the same stitches again, coming down this way. So that's the two joined together, the two completed squares. Haven't sewn off, just in case I need to demonstrate that again. And this is the square to be worked. What I've done on this square is I've just worked one side of the final round. I'm now going to work this side, joining it down this side of the completed square. I'm just going to show you it slightly differently. And by the way, this is a method that you can use on any join as you go method. You can use it for any piece of work because it really is just a slip stitch. Now with this method, what I showed you before was to work through the chain as so. And what I was doing was taking you over like that and just doing your slip stitch. This method, slightly different. What I'd like to show you is to take the hook through the chain beforehand, the chain where you really want to go. This is the chain we want, but I'm just taking the hook through and bringing it back under, so they're really going through two chains. Take the yarn, hook under the yarn, bring it through, just slip stitched again. Let me just do a little bit more work and then I'll take you back and show you what it looks like. So let's just do the 3 trebles in this corner, and then I'll do another. So I'm coming down this side, so I want to go into, if you recall on the last one, I went into the one chain worked between the sets of trebles. This time I'm going to just hook into the chain before and then the one chain worked. So I'm slipping underneath the chain, slip stitch, bring it through. Need to do another set of 3 trebles. Once again, into the chain before the one chain between the sets and bring the hook under. That's what it looks like. You've got the 2 chains on top. They look slightly twisted. Bring the yarn through. Another 3 trebles. Once again, through the chain before and then into the chain you actually want to catch. Just slip stitch the yarn through. You're coming into the corner, and this is where you do your 3 sets of trebles. Once again, you're not working a chain as you do the join because you're creating a chain as you make that join, as you're doing the joining. So here, slightly different because it's the corner and you need to catch that treble, the 3rd treble, and literally all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up underneath the stitch. There you go. So I've not gone through. Slip stitch, just pull it up. Let's have a look. So that's how we did it previously. This is how we do it now. Not much difference except that you do have the chains of both pieces or both squares showing, whereas you took out the chain on this side. Can you see there's no chain showing here, but but there's a chain showing on this side. Maybe not so difficult, not so clear to see, but when you do the piece of work, then it will become clear to you. And perhaps this method is slightly flatter than that method, not so raised. But it's, even though you've gone in the chain before and come out through the chain you needed, it's all quite aligned. And now you just need to come down the side and finish off, come down here and finish off this square. And then we'll join a fourth square, because that, when we do the fourth square, we'll go along two sides.